Welcome back to the Bryan Devore Connection. I'm your host, Bryan Devore. Preparing for retirement. So if you are working and at some point you will be looking to retirement, but how do you retire? What's the roadmap for how to retire? What's your life look like after working? Well, there's a great new program that is just coming out now called the Retirement Academy through the Lawrence Family Jewish Community Center. And here to talk about the Retirement Academy is Jordan Fruchtman. Jordan, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Hi, Bryan. Thank you for having me here.
My pleasure. So we talked right before we came in about how I learned about this. My family's involved with the JCC, and my wife saw it in the newsletter, and it sparked my interest. And so I'm really glad you're here to talk about the Retirement Academy. First, let's talk about the JCC sort of in general and what the JCC is all about.
Absolutely. So the JCC is all about building community. We have programs for babies through seniors. We have a 240 space preschool, state-of-the-art preschool. We have a summer camp with 1,000 campers a year. We really try to build community in very specific ways for every different demographic and every age group. We're open to people of all faiths and all backgrounds, but we build Jewish community at the center.
That's awesome. So yeah, my stepdaughter has participated in those camps, the Maccabi Games and summer camp, and it's a wonderful facility. And I've been there and I've seen, all the people who are there. It's very vibrant. People love coming.
Yeah.
And the word community is not just in the name, but it's really what it's all about. So you talked about doing programming for seniors. So what was the genesis of the Retirement Academy?
So we were inspired about a little over a year ago by a program that we heard about in Israel. And this program is called the Up 60 Plus program. We heard about these centers that they created to help folks ease into the retirement space. We took that inspiration, that concept. We ended up hiring a couple of retirement coaches, professional coaches, who developed a curriculum for us to build out. And we're about to start next week. Actually, on Thursday, we're launching our first 3 cohorts of the program of the Retirement Academy.
That's awesome. So for those of you who are watching this or listening to it, by the time you are watching this or listening to it, it will already have come out. So I'm super excited to get the word out now about what's going on. So when my grandfather retired, there was no roadmap, and his life was basically sitting in a chair in his den, and that was it. And I think a lot of people don't know what's out there, what options they have for continued learning or the financial legal side of it. So what can people expect with the Retirement Academy?
It's been a really incredible journey for me. I've interviewed now dozens of folks that either just retired or are preparing to retire, and people who have had 35, 40-year careers who really had a sense of what they were going to do every morning when they woke up. It was clear. It was a pathway towards creating. Then retirement happens, and a lot of folks told me, point blank, I wake up in the morning and I'm trying to figure out how to fill my days in a purposeful way. So it's been really a fascinating journey to hear from so many people and to take what they're saying, what they really are looking for, and build a curriculum out for them to not only learn about themselves and discover and create this roadmap for retirement, but also to build relationships through the process. The things that we found from these interviews is really 2 key elements here. One is folks are really looking for a sense of purpose. What is my place in the world now that my career is over and I'm starting something new? And who am I going to do that with? Who are my people? Now, I used to go into an office every day with tons of people. Now, who are my people? Where is my community? And so those are the 2 big questions we're trying to answer.
And that's super important. A lot of the work that I do in real estate is with seniors who are sort of at the point where they're looking to maybe downsize and maybe move into a senior community. But a lot of them I talk to are sort of isolated, whether it's self-isolating or what have you, no family around.
Yeah.
So they're not going into work. They don't have people around them. And the ones I see who are like that versus the ones who maybe volunteer or maybe live in a senior community, it's like night and day as far as the sense of purpose, the drive that they have, their health that comes into it is super important. So that seems like that's exactly what they're going to find here.
Yeah, I would say it's even critical. There's really an epidemic of loneliness in the United States, especially among seniors. And scientifically, this kind of being lonely, being disconnected or socially isolated does really affect our health, our well-being, our mental health and our physical well-being. And so I believe that the work that we're doing with the Retirement Academy and other such programs are saving lives, literally. I think that people that I'm talking to, people that are going to be part of this, that are part of this program, are looking for something both fun and light, but also pretty deep and meaningful at the same time.
Yeah, life doesn't end when you retire, for sure. So
it's a brand new beginning.
What can people expect? How long are the classes? How long is the program? Give us the nuts and bolts.
Sure. So we've hired 3 outstanding executive coaches who are all in this period of life themselves, who are going to be facilitating 3 cohorts. Each cohort is designed to be small, intimate, I would say, so that folks can really get to know each other. And these cohorts go on a 10-week journey together. Everything from financial confidence, health and well-being and mindfulness, to the kinds of relationships you have and how you want relationships to be unfolding in your life right now. And it culminates with a retirement roadmap, where folks are going to share with each other what their next steps look like and what kind of life they want to create for themselves. And our plans are to create a robust alumni network so that they continue to be together and maintain that sense of community.
That sounds amazing. And when I was talking to Robin, who works at the JCC in this program, she was telling me about some of the speakers. I mean, some world-renowned speakers we're talking about, not just, someone, in a coffee shop.
No, we got pretty lucky, we put in a lot of hard work on this, but we...
We're both, yeah.
We have 2 keynote speakers that will bring everyone together in July. A man named Paul Irving, who was the head of the Milken Institute for Aging at USC, and came from Harvard before there, really a world-renowned expert on aging. And leader in the field. And one of our local treasures, Dr. Dilip Jeste, who was at UC San Diego, who is the foremost expert in the science of wisdom. So he really looks at the confluence of aging and wisdom and how they act together. And the 2 of them are going to have a fireside chat about this idea of aging and wisdom.
That's amazing. I mean, people are going to learn so much from this, and they can share it with their family. They can find their sense of purpose. They can find other classes they can take. It'll springboard into other things that people may want to learn more about, do a deeper dive.
Yeah.
And then the people they're going to meet in their little class, and they can keep those relationships going. And like you said, they're at the same stage of life, so they can kind of grow together.
Yeah, that's the hope.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I'm assuming people can find out more on your website.
Yes.
So we have the information on screen for those of you who are watching on video. If you're listening on Spotify, the information will be in the caption. But we have the phone number for the JCC. We have the website as well. And I believe if you go to the website, it'll talk about the Retirement Academy right there. And then people can just navigate to learn more and to register, right?
Yeah, and fortunately, all of our cohorts are full right now, and we have a wait list starting for October.
Wow.
So sign up now. We are getting a lot of interest about this, which is really exciting. It means that we found a real need in our community. And so we're excited to have this be an ongoing thing throughout the year. We'll have cohorts going throughout the year for the foreseeable future. We're very excited about this.
Well, it may
project.
get to the point, I better put my name on now.
That's
I have no
right.
plans to retire, but I may have to put my name on now to reserve my spot.
Cohort year 10.
That's right. Perfect. Jordan, thank you very much for coming and talking about the Retirement Academy.
Thank you for the opportunity, Brian.
My pleasure.